Once upon a time, there was a very special place where little people and big people were safe. A place where little people and big people could learn and grow and become their very best. You see, when little people and big people came to this special place, they needed help. Some needed a little help and some needed a lot of help. And when the little people and the big people got to this very special place, they found caring people who could give them exactly what they needed. Melissa loved her little person, Mia, very much. From the time Mia was a baby, she and Melissa lived together, just the two of them. When Mia was 6, another big person, Mia's daddy, wanted to get to know Mia. This was scary for Melissa and Mia, but the very caring people at this very special place helped Melissa and Mia's daddy learn how to cooperate and take care of Mia to keep her little heart happy.
When I first started working with CCFI, Mia, my daughter, basically didn't have a relationship with her father at all. There had been no contact at all since she was about 3 months of age. We went to the children in the middle classes first and then started a program at CCFI where we would start slowly with visitation, supervised visitation, and then try to work our way up to standard visitation, which I think took about 2 years. At first, I really didn't think it was important for Mia to have a relationship with her father. I didn't learn that until after a long time of being in the program. I didn't know. I mean, I thought we were doing fine. She started to have that relationship, and I realized that it was important, and it made a huge difference. And at first, I thought, how am I ever going to co-parent? I've been doing this all myself. I've never had to ask anybody anything or agree with anybody on anything. So I guess just learning to do it at all, learning to co-parent at all was my success in the program. When I came to CCFI and they said, Mia's going to start having visitation, if they would have said, and you've got to do this on your own, I wouldn't have been able to do it, because when I started there, I couldn't even be in the same room with her father without shaking all over and being really anxious. Now where we can actually even be in the same room together and have a conversation and it not be stressful. The service that CCFI offers is extremely important. I mean, I know for sure that we would not be where we are today if it weren't for CCFI. There's no way, absolutely no way, that we could have done this on our own. Mia is now 8 years old, and she goes every other weekend and really enjoys her time with her dad. So a lot of progression as far as that goes, from nothing to being very happy to have a relationship with her father and things going very well.
Elizabeth was a big person who was very sad. She had 2 little people to take care of all by herself. Elizabeth's husband died, and it was very hard for Elizabeth to do everything her little people needed her to do. Elizabeth came to this very special place to learn how to keep her little people safe and how to be the best big person she could be.
Elizabeth came to us and enrolled in the Parents Assistance Program in order to get custody back of her boys. She was struggling to make ends meet. She had 2 little guys. John, I think, was 6, and Patrick was 3. She had let somebody move into her house in order to make ends meet because it was very difficult. And this person was selling drugs. Children were acting out. They were obviously, distraught, and they started also running away from home. DHS got involved and removed the children because she wasn't able to take care of them. She was very quiet. She was very kind of downcast. She didn't say much except yes ma'am and no ma'am until we started talking about our boys. So that was the one time during the assessment that she was able to really light up. When she came into this Parents Assistance Program, she started coming to groups, and within a six-month period of time, she was well on to reversing the problems that brought her there. Her husband had been very violent towards her, and she didn't have family around, so there was nobody for her to turn to. So she sought counseling, and we also, through case management, were able to get her involved with East Main Place and Section 8 housing, get some domestic violence counseling. So while she was taking classes, her little guys were upstairs in our therapeutic playgroups. She was able to get her own depression in balance so that she was able to go and get a part-time job, and eventually she did get her kids back and was able to provide for them.
When Pam was a little person, he lived on the other side of the world from this very special place. His hometown wasn't safe, so he and his family were very happy to move to our town. It was scary for Pam to move to a place where everyone used words he didn't understand. A very special person from this very caring place helped him at school so he could learn to understand the new words. Later, when Pam was a little older, he volunteered to help little people at this very special place. Today, Pam is a big person who wants to give back.
When we came here from Iran, it was pretty traumatic for me and my sister because we left while Saddam Hussein was doing bombing raids on our city. So we came here and we thought there was nothing available for us. And there was a few times that I think my family came close to moving back because we didn't think we were going to make it here. At that time, I had a lot of trouble learning how to read because I had just learned how to speak English. I went into study buddies, and I think that helped me learn English, and there was a lot of other programs we started getting involved with. In high school, my sister was volunteering for CCFI's PA program. I went there the first night, and I just fell in love with some of the kids, and it was really fun for me. I learned I could rise up to almost any challenge because these were the most challenging kids that you could deal with in some cases. The first day I went to neighborhood centers, I'll never forget. I sat down and played a board game with these kids, and they just started literally climbing on me. I get to come to Center for Children and Families, have a lot of fun, and hang out with a lot of awesome kids and staff, and I got to learn a lot there too. The more crummy things I saw happen to kids, actually the more that kept me coming back because I thought that kid needed me to be there, because if I wasn't there, maybe a kid would skip school tomorrow, or think that, oh, they don't care. I felt like they were impacting my life just as much as I was to them. I learned that probably most people got it wrong when they look at abuse in our society. And if they were to just take a tour of CCFI, I think they would learn a lot.
The very caring people at this very special place help lots of little people and big people every day. They help the big and the little people show their love for each other through what they say and what they do, which helps their hearts heal, their brains learn and grow, and their lives become really happy. And that makes our whole community and our world a better place.